Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway.
What? 180. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Maverick. That's it.
This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Avery Williamson, the Jets' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop.
And 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Value three.
Goff now looks to throw. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. All day, baby, all day. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now Jones. And the Buccaneer defense for the 2nd straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Mike. Ready. Back 25.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. Touchdown, Falcons. Austin Safarian Jenkins. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. The point after is good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
A try here for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14. Buccaneers, nothing.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Here we go.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Goff. Open man is Kroom, the tight end. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Fighting Harris over the middle. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So on 4th down, they bring on the Michigan man, Matt Wild, to kick it away. Back deep is DeAnthony Thomas. And this will be taken at the 13. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down now. Richard, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Stephon Tuitt came out at Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wonder, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
That's complete to Meredith. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Check.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. That's to his running back, complete. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession as the season winds down and you look at them in totality. You know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Matthew Ioannidis in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a second down coming up. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Gone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Goff now to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well.